Good morning, folks. You're tuned to Car Connection, where the coffee's strong enough to resurrect a dead alternator. The stories are real. The wrenches never stop turning. I'm your host, Niall Motormouth Jenkins, coming to you from the Car Connection Workshop, where the smell of fresh oil, little elbow grease is all part of a balanced breakfast. And around here, we don't just talk cars. We live them, whether it's a 25-year-old Jeep Wrangler getting a second chance at life or a Nissan Rogue getting its brakes back in order. Could even be a mystery leak that's got everyone scratching their heads. This is where we roll up our sleeves and get it done with a little wit, a little wisdom, and a whole lot of fun. The Car Connection isn't just about nuts, bolts, and diagnostics. It's about connection. Connection to our vehicles, to the people who drive them, and to the community that keeps Niagara rolling. Because when you fix a car, you're not just turning a wrench. You're restoring someone's confidence, freedom, and maybe even their sanity. We're here every week, Monday through Saturday, helping you keep your ride safe, reliable, and ready for whatever road lies ahead. So whether you're a weekend wrencher, a daily commuter, or someone who just wants to understand what that strange rattle really means, welcome aboard. Stick around for shop talk, expert advice, few good laughs, and maybe even, how about even? Let's do even. Maybe even a service bay flashback. I did have one yesterday, but nobody was around to listen to me. It was sad. Tear. All right, let's jump into everything this morning. There may be some newbies that have joined us this morning, and welcome to the Car Connection Workshop. And yes, I am your host, Niall Motormouth Jenkins, now with more ways to watch, listen, and engage. So come and join us Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. And tomorrow brings us to Fun Friday already. The weekend, we are on the Rubicon. We really are just on the edge, not over the Rubicon yet, but just about. So tomorrow's Fun Friday. Quick reminder for Q&A Saturday. I need your questions if you wouldn't mind helping me out there by noon on Friday, because at that point I'm working on the Saturday edition. So that's what I'm saying. If you could help me with that, that would be amazing. So thank you so much to all of you who have been participating in Q&A Saturday. I take 3 questions from all the questions that come in and then spend time to unpack them in their entirety, just for you. So let's dive in this morning. For more episodes and project details and links, they're all available at carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com. That's our website. It's been around for decades. It gets refreshed on a regular basis. So we like to keep things fresh. That's right. No one wants stale coffee or a stale morning beverage. So if you're in the queue to the drive-thru, here's your cue. Get your morning package put together. We'll have a swiggy in just a moment. We'll have the daily weather. Then we'll jump into today's topic entitled, On a Scale of 1 to 10. Yes, I have a quiz for you today. A quiz. Yep, I put together a quiz for you. You may have had to have studied for this, but maybe not. Let's just say I have 5 questions that I want you to honestly answer and give them a tickie from the scale of 1 to 10. All right, so 1 being the least important and 10 being the most important. So that's all I'm going to tell you at this point. So again, let's back up the bus for all the newbies. More episodes and project details and links are available at carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com. The short form is ccbusnet.com. You'll find everything on our homepage if you'd like to follow the build and repair work that we do and connect with our program partners. And thank you to all of you who are giving our program partners your business, not the business, your business. Okay, let's make sure that we clarify that. Don't give them the biz, give them your business. And we need them, and we need you too, because we would not be able to put this podcast together 6 days a week without them. and continue to grow our YouTube channel. So don't forget, if you have not liked, shared, subscribed, and left a comment, the algorithms do not care about us. So that's the part that we have to make sure that you understand. Your help comes to us by doing so. If you're watching the videos, which I know 61% of you are watching the videos and enjoying them, but you're not subscribed, that would make such a huge difference to the channel and how many people we can reach around this blueberry that we're spinning on. So thank you to those who have subscribed and you see the value in the videos. Give us a thumbs up, the like button, and leave a little comment for us, and share us with your fellow and fellette car enthusiasts, and remind them that the podcasts go all over the world. We're in 10 countries right now, which I think is fantastic with our morning podcast. That means we're talking to people in different languages. I just barely do English, so somebody's taking care of that, I would imagine. If you or someone you know listens to podcasts, they can find us on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and Podbean, any of the podcast platforms, by simply typing Car Connection Workshop into the search bar, will find us. But here's an easier way. Sign up and subscribe for our YouTube channel. And I'm going to help you with that because we have all the links put together on our homepage. And when you do that, all the podcasts every single morning load up to our YouTube channel. So they're all sitting there for you. So if you're just joining us for the very first time, you only have 241 podcasts to catch up on. There's well over 550 items now on our YouTube channel for you to watch and learn all basic fundamentals to vehicle ownership. So it doesn't matter age, size, dimensions, color, language, male, female, single, divorced 99.5 times, widowed. It doesn't matter. What matters is you tune in and learn some stuff. Because if you don't know the difference between a wheel nut and a hubcap, that's okay. Well, you're in the right spot. If you want to know how to keep your vehicle long term and pile the mileage on it, because, folks, mileage doesn't matter. It's maintenance that matters. And everything around us requires maintenance. And when you don't maintain it, you end up buying another one. And then when you break that one because there was no maintenance done, you'll buy another one. So we don't need to do that with our automobiles. So in our YouTube channel, you'll learn everything from where the fluids are, what they are, how we test them, how you fill or top off fluids, how to test a battery, what we're looking for when we do so, how to check antifreeze, how to test antifreeze. All these things you will learn. You know, why do brakes go bad? I don't know. Why are donkeys bad? Why can you have a bad donkey? I don't know. It's probably a maintenance issue. Maybe be nicer to your bad donkey. Yeah. And maybe be nicer to your car and get things checked before they fall apart. So on our YouTube channel, you'll learn 5 things on every single video. What it is, where it is, how it works, how you broke it, and how we can teach you to prevent from breaking it again so you pay for the same repair over and over and over again. So on the top page, on the top right-hand corner, rather, of our homepage at ccbusnet.com, all you newbies, here's where you'll find just point, click, and you're there. So we have our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, Stevensville on the web. We are listed under the businesses tab, and we're posted there as Automotive Experts. And that is a website that our own videographer, Skippy, has put together to knit together the community and local businesses in Stevensville. And between two of us, we know quite a few people. My pops lives there, and they've been there, I think, almost 40 years. I believe so. I have to check that out. He's coming this morning. Pops is coming this morning. My mom passed away in 2022. So Pops is still there, same place, And you know what? It's sad. It's sad as you get older and your friends start dying off, and that's where Pops is in life, is they've been in that same place for almost 40 years. It could be even a little bit longer. And all their cronies, all their buddies are gone already. So anyhow, what else we have? Our iHeartRadio icons up there. That's mothership for us. Our library of podcasts can be found there as well, but it's just as easy. Just jump into our YouTube channel, which is Niall Motormouth Jenkins, but the link is right there on the homepage. We have our merch store put together by Freedom Expressions, which is an extension of the Total Freedom Addiction Campuses, Canada and USA. So when you buy Motormouth Car Connection merch, all the profits, everything turns back to Total Freedom Addiction Campuses, Canada and USA. So we don't take a dime, and we don't want to either. We want the merch to get out there. Wear the brand. Give us a selfie so we can post you on the Motormouth Wall of Fame that we're creating to go on our website. So how cool is that? I think that's super cool. So if you're enjoying Car Connection, or you even have an idea for a podcast, or want to tell me a repair story, you can do that by simply emailing me anytime. Niall at ccbusnet.com or motormouth.jenkins@gmail.com. And again, all these details you can find in the descriptions of the YouTube videos as well as our podcasts. I take care of all that, and I always add in more automotive tech tips for you. So it's worthy of your time to read the descriptions. Absolutely. And there's products I'm using and doing a repair job and some maintenance on a vehicle on a YouTube video. I put that in the description, and I put links and all that kind of stuff in podcast descriptions as well. Well, with that, let's jump into our morning swiggy. Are you ready? On 3, 2, 1, we're going to say thank you to the Grimo family, Kathy, Dave, and Dan at Niagara Block, 5000 Montrose Road, Niagara Falls, building Canada since 1931. Building supplies, they make all the blocks there, so you can get all your cinder blocks, plain ones, like I have a little mini one on my table. So cute. How many of those would it take to, make a foundation? I'm not sure. It's going to take a while. It's pretty small. But you can get the real deal at Niagara Block. Anytime. They have all the rebar and angle iron, gravel, all the hardscape landscaping materials to finish off your backyard, your walkways, patios, and creating that beautiful backyard living space to enjoy. If you're looking for a contractor to do some work for you that you can count on, speak to Kathy Grimo. She has a list of contractors that she can refer you to that can estimate, design, start the project, and actually finish it so that you can enjoy it. There's the real deal. Actually finish it. So thank you to Kathy, Dave, and Dan Grimo, Next Generation at Niagara Block, for making this morning's Motormouth Morning Drive possible. 3, 2, 1. That's how we count it down. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. It's just warm. I think I was running. I made it too early again. I just can't time these things out. I think I need an egg timer strapped to my chest or something. There we go. Let's jump into the daily weather. I think we got a nice day coming up here in the Niagara region, and man, there's been so much flooding in the Hamilton, St. Catharines area. People are really hurting out there. So if you can donate, or you can donate some time to help them clean up, they're calling out in the Hamilton area for those who have pickup trucks, because all the landfill sites are waiving all the fees and everything, so these people can get all of the furniture and stuff that's been ruined by the flooding to the recycle yards. So if you can help out, just look online. You will find like GoFundMe's. You'll find where if you check out the mayor of Hamilton's website. It's all posted there for you, for you to jump in and do something. So if you have time, you have a pickup truck or a trailer, and you can haul some junk off to the landfill, that would be very, very helpful. Today's 66 right now on the south shores of Lake Erie in the Niagara region, mostly clear. Wind is making it feel cooler, about 64 degrees. Partly cloudy conditions from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with mostly cloudy conditions expected at 10 a.m. So today's temperature range is going to be from 65 to 80. Going to feel more like 64 to 79. On the rainometer, a 0. So here's what we know in any language: 0 is still 0. There we go. Last 24 hours, 0.15 of an inch. So looks like it's going to be a pretty decent day. Get out there and continue to enjoy some sunshine, because I'll tell you, summer is cruising very quickly into the fall season. So we're now officially, as of this weekend, on the last 2 primetime weeks of summer for vacation. Yes, I think I need a vacation. This year, I think that's been postponed for me. I just don't have the time to get away this year. It's too much going on. But we'll have to, it's a wait and see thing. If you or someone you know is in the market to purchase a pre-owned vehicle, here's where you need to point their compass needle to Earl and Louise Grant, husband and wife team for 25 years at City Auto Sales and Leasing. They have created their own resources to find and source those low mileage quality vehicles and offer them to you at fair prices. That's how they've become Greater Toronto Area's premier pre-owned auto store. They do carry a pretty decent inventory of vehicles, and Earl is the ultimate car guy. He is a automobile enthusiast extraordinaire, and is very, very proud to be able to provide you with fantastic quality vehicles. So if you think you have had a great vehicle purchasing experience, you haven't been to City Auto Sales and Leasing. I'll tell you, Mama Louise is gonna love all over you and take very, very good care of you. And Earl is going to make sure that the vehicle you're purchasing is top drawer. They don't push, pull, and drag other people's junk into the building or onto the lot. If you're looking for something specific and they don't have it in their inventory, you need to connect with Earl right away and let him start having a look to see if that particular vehicle that you have, if there are any contenders out there in their resources. So let them do all the legwork for you. Leasing, financing is done right there if you need it. Remember, City Auto Sales and Leasing, Greater Toronto Area's premier pre-owned auto store. And let Earl Louise Grant know that Car Connection sent you. If you have questions with regards to financing, debt, estate planning, arranging a mortgage, life insurance, critical illness insurance, and more, then you know what? You need that hour and a coffee discovery meeting to make sure you have clarity brought to your specific circumstances, not your neighbor, not your coworker. As my professor would say, if they're giving you financial advice and their feet aren't standing where you want to be, smile, be polite, but go after those who have the fruit on the tree. Tony Miele, Larry Tetro, I've known them for over 20 years. They've helped me through some very nasty financial issues over the years, brought on by others, listening to the noise instead of the signal. Yeah, don't do it. They're certified financial planning professionals. They understand and know all the tax laws, so it's not the money that you make, it's the money that you get to keep. If you have a portfolio of investments with the bank, you definitely need a discovery meeting, because you ain't making any money at the bank. And I can say that cleanly and clearly and precisely. You are not at 3.99%, and you can get 1% on a savings account. Do the math. Is your money working for you at 3.99? You got to be kidding me. No. You need to get that hour and a coffee, that discovery meeting, and sit down with either Tony Mealy or Larry Tetro and let them have a look at your circumstances and get that money out of there and get it working hard for you, so that you're not only working hard for your money, but your money is working hard for you, making you money. You go to sleep, you wake up, it made you money. That's what you want. You're not going to see that at the bank. And at the banks, if you have a TFSA with the bank, they don't reinvest that money for you so that it makes you more money. It just sits there parked. It needs to be invested in short-term, low risk, medium risk, or high risk, whatever you're comfortable with, so that it can grow. And then the dividends it makes goes back into your TFSA, your tax-free saving account, and you don't pay tax on it. Are you following me? These are questions you have to get answered if you want money to work for you. And if you're in debt up to your eyeballs in this economy we're in, don't give up. Please don't give up on yourself, and don't listen to those around you, because that's what happened to me twice, and I completely got wiped out financially. Wrong people, wrong information, and it all went to hell in a handbasket twice. So CFPs, if it's not Tony or Larry with IG Wealth Management, make sure that they have the credentials CFPs. Do that, because if you don't, you're going to get yourself upside down and sideways, and I have been there. And it's not pretty, and it takes a long time to dig out, friends. So connect with them. There's no cost or obligation, no condemnation. Leave your money at home. It's an hour and a coffee discovery meeting to get you on track to even plan for vehicle maintenance, a vehicle maintenance budget, preparing for the next vehicle that you're going to want to have to purchase when things are done. You know, when the car is done and it's rotted out and it's got serious weight loss, it's over. All right, let's join hands and sing Kumbaya. Maybe not today. All right, no. Let's jump into our my questions, my quiz. I have a quiz for you today. If you haven't grabbed your car connection maintenance schedule kit yet, they're flying off the shelf, and I only did one run. So jump on our website quickly, ccbusnet.com. There's a complete profile page put together for the car connection maintenance schedule kit, so you can see what it's all about, all the details, and fill out an order form and get yours before they're gone. And it's kind of like having me in your back pocket leading you on your vehicle maintenance, because you got to catch up to my friend Steve and I. I'm at 400,000 on my Toyota, and Steve's on 644,000 and counting on his Toyota 4Runner. So mileage, does mileage matter? Nope. Does maintenance? Yes, very much so. And taking care of the structural integrity of your vehicle, friends, is maintenance. I saw a car just the other day, and the whole bottom of the rocker panels on both sides was just eaten wide open. And to me, when I see that, that's a pretty good chunk of the structural integrity of a vehicle that doesn't have a full frame. Unibody. That means you have a short section of frame at the back, short section of frameage at the front, not a whole lot in the middle. So when the rockers are rotted open, there's a panel in behind there that comes straight down that those rocker covers attach to. When that rots, then the car will split in the middle. That's what happens. It starts to sag and it'll split. Just letting you know, it's the structural integrity. If you want to keep it, you're going to have to learn all about rust protection, and we're going to be talking about that at the beginning of September, end of August, because you need to take care of that, friends. You have to take care of that part. If you want to keep it long term, you got to prevent it from weight loss, rusting out. Yeah, there's no Jenny Craig for automotive. Just so you know, there isn't. There's no Weight Watchers, nothing. It's called rust protection. All right, number one, I have 5 questions for you today in Motormouth's quiz. And I entitled it on a scale of 1 to 10. So as you're driving, if you don't have your crayons, you don't have your leaf bag for your co-partner there, your co-pilot to take notes, then you can just put the numbers in your head for each question. So 1 being the least, 10 being the best. Are you ready? Okay, here we go, because this ain't the shopping channel, friends. Question number 1. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is your vehicle to you? Whatever it is you're driving, whatever flavor, size, dimension, manufacturer, how important on a scale of 1 to 10 is the vehicle that you're presently driving? And score yourself. Okay? Number 2, how important to you is reliability? Your vehicle's reliability. That's number 2. Number 3, how important to you is the performance of your automobile? You know, if it's a push, pull, and drag vehicle, maybe it's a collector's piece. You know, you drive a mile, go back, collect a piece, drive another mile, go back, collect another piece. That car I saw the other day, that would definitely be a collector's piece for sure, because there were pieces hanging off of it. That's how rotten it was. Unreal. We used to do many years ago roadside, the OPP used to do roadside safety inspections. They don't do it anymore. But that would get you flagged, and you'd be that vehicle would be off the road until it's checked for a safety inspection for Ontario highways. That used to happen. And people used to try and find on two-way radios where the inspection pull-offs were, usually on an off-ramp just off the QEW. Certain areas you pull off and they wave you right into an inspection lane. Okay, so number 3, how important is vehicle performance to you? Number 4, how important, again, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least, 10 being the greatest, how important to you is vehicle safety? Safety, making sure that everything that is a safety-related item that keeps you in control of your automobile instead of your vehicle's got control of you, the driver. We call it the tail wagging the dog. So how important is vehicle safety to you on a scale of 1 to 10? And number 5 this morning, this is the big one. Here it is. This is the big one, Jerry. Here it comes. How important is vehicle maintenance to you on a scale of 1 to 10? And that's where I want to spend a moment and just unpack that a little bit further before you give it a 1 to 10. When I say how important is vehicle maintenance to you, what I'm asking is how important it is to do preventative maintenance. That means you're living and owning an automobile in the know. You know what your vehicle needs now and in the near future and distant future for maintenance, not living in the unknown. So answer that question based on, are you operating your present automobile in the unknown? So in other words, you don't do anything to the vehicle until it tells you you suck. And today I'm not starting, or today something's leaking all over the driveway, or today it's not running right, etc. You fill in the blanks there. Or the service light is on, and something is definitely not quite right with the automobile. So that's living in the unknown, and that's a different style of maintenance. Then there's maintenance in the know, which I already talked about. That is, you stay on top of what needs to be done now, the near future, and distant future. So how important on a scale of 1 to 10 is your vehicle's maintenance? So if it's, let's say, for example, you like to live in the unknown, so you'd rather turn the key and hope that you get from point A and point B today. That would be living in the unknown. You have no idea the maintenance condition or maintenance level on your vehicle. So then you can score yourself on that on a scale of 1 to 10. If you're the person that tracks your vehicle maintenance and wants to make sure that you know the vehicle's been looked over on a regular basis and you're keeping your maintenance up, then you're living in the know. You know what's going on with your vehicle maintenance, and I would say that would be a great question for you to answer on a scale of 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think you're doing with vehicle maintenance? So that's it. You're either not doing it, and then you're shocked and awed when something goes wrong, and there's the other that wants to know what's going on with the vehicle so you can kind of stay ahead of things. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you think you're doing with your vehicle maintenance? So that's a great question. And my last question that I couldn't remember just came back to me now. Wham, I think I'm going to have a bruise there. It's going to leave a mark. When your vehicle lets you down, first of all, if you're driving your vehicle and not maintaining it, then it shouldn't be a surprise when the vehicle breaks. Really, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, hello, why do, my question is, what are some of the things that you want to say when your vehicle's broken? When all of a sudden, you're not good at maintenance and your vehicle goes down, are you happy about it or not happy? And if you're not happy, do you cuss your vehicle out? Do you call it a name? Let me know in the comments, but make sure, it is a family show. Keep it, tender. Tenderize it. Make it easy on the ears. How do you respond? I guess that's the question if I want to narrow it down, I would say, how do you find you respond when your vehicle breaks? And you don't spend any money on it and you're not maintaining it. You just gas and go. You don't even check the oil. You wait until the smoke comes out under the hood, I guess. I don't know. You should be checking your oil once a week. Or at least, if you're heading out of town on a decent trip, make sure you check it. But if you get into the habit of checking your oil once a week on the same day, it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. So you really need to do that. Don't assume that your vehicle does not use a drip or a driplet of oil between oil changes. It's kind of like the brakes. I did all the brakes 3 years ago, but did you do any service since? No. Well, why not? Well, do I have to? Yeah, it's called maintenance. Yeah, so we're seeing a lot of that. I've got another vehicle that's not scheduled yet coming in that needs brakes, and I'm not sure what that's going to look like, but it's usually from the YouTube videos, it's usually the beginning of summer 2026 started off as the Brake Nationals, and Skippy, if she were here, she'd tell you Motormouth did a ton of rotten brake jobs last year. It was the Brake Nationals, and there was nothing salvageable, nothing left whatsoever to say we can save something. Not a single component. So again, put it in the comments, send me an email. When your vehicle breaks, what is your reaction? So whether you're good on maintenance or not good on maintenance, I would like to see, I would like to hear your side of the story. Do you get out of the car and kick it in the tailpipe? Do you slam the door and walk away and throw the keys back at it? Or do you... I've actually had to pull a dent out of a car door because I won't say whether it's male or female, but she let her have it. That's all I'm going to say. And I was able to pull it out. But it looked pretty nasty, but we were able to get that out of there. Coming up, I do have Motormouth Fall Tech Tips starting, coming in September. I have them all written and ready to share with you. I've got another 35 Motormouth Fall Tech Tips coming up for you. So till tomorrow, it's Fun Friday tomorrow. We're on the edge of the Rubicon heading into the weekend. Drive safe, keep it under 100. Watch out for the other guy because there are crazies out there on the highway. Be mindful of the big riggers, dump trucks, 18-wheelers. Please, folks, give them space. They're not race cars. They can't stop on a dime and give you change. They need a lot. They need about a half a football field to get a truck properly stopped that has a load on it. Just so you know. So if you cut them off and they can't get stopped, you're going to be squashed like bug. And don't sit beside a tractor trailer or a dump truck, because if the wheel blows, it'll take you clean off the road. I'm just reminding you of what I said yesterday, because the way I saw people driving on Tuesday, it was brutal. The risk you folks are taking is just over the top for me. I see it, and I'm just cringing. So if you're passing a truck, get out, get past, and get out of the way. Don't sit behind a dump truck and you're right up their butt end. Remember, if you can't see the driver in his mirror, he has no idea you're behind him. That's what it is. And those maxi chambers, do a Google search on what's called maxi pots on tractor trailers and dump trucks. Just do a Google search and you'll see what I'm telling you. Do not sit behind them, because you don't know what you don't know. So till tomorrow, happy, healthy motoring. Come and check us out again tomorrow morning for another Motormouth morning drive, and we'll see you then. Peace, patience, and kindness always, friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.